I make you gentlemen pay for your wine.
The cards seem to favor you tonight, Your Excellency.
Well, they should. They're my cards.
Colonel. Any news?
Good news, Your Excellency.
Dresden. Entire ghetto reduced to ashes by fire. It is estimated that 5,000 Jewish refugees crossed the border into the Netherlands.
I have dispatched 3 agents to The Hague to stir up the populace there.
Frankfurt. The citizens stormed the ghetto and fired 2 houses. A serious pogrom was prevented by the arrival of the civic guard.
Who ordered out the civic guard?
The burgomaster, but he won't interfere again. We've explained Your Excellency's campaign.
That's splendid news, Colonel.
I have still better news for Your Excellency.
Yes?
Nathan Rothschild is in Frankfurt. He arrived from London last night.
If he tries to leave, I want him arrested at the border and brought to me here.
Yes, Your Excellency. Upon what grounds?
Make your own grounds.
Yes, Your Excellency.
The House of Rothschild. The house with the red shield. I'll make it red.
That's him, the one in the heavy coat.
Goodbye, sir. And I promise you I won't come back without an agreement from Ladrans to stop this pope, whatever the cost may be.
May God be with him. Send word to stop his carriage as he starts to pass through the city gate. Seize him and place him under arrest. Quick.
Mr. Rothschild! Mr. Rothschild!
What is it, Schumann?
This message just arrived at the office, sir. It's from Mr. Nathan. Me? Yes, sir.
What is it?
Napoleon has escaped from Elba. The French are rallying to his banner by thousands. This means war. Another war.
Now you can go to Ladrans. Now he needs you. And we'll have to see.
No, I won't go to Ladrans. Ladrans will come here to the ghetto. Michael, bring my baggage back. I'm not going. Very well, sir.
Of course, Wellington, I'm Prime Minister, but you're the idol of the people.
My dear fella, I'm going to retire quietly to the country, surrounded by me dogs and me books and...
Yes?
For his grace.
Ah, for me, eh? Will you excuse me? Yes, yes, yes.
Ah! That blasted little Corsican is back. What?
Oh, Ladrans.
I gave orders not to be disturbed.
It's important, sir. Word has just reached us. Napoleon has escaped and is in France mobilizing his army. Mama, dear.
Yes? My, you're walking just like a young girl.
Well, boys? Come here. Let's have another look at you. Well, you're all growing up, aren't you? Nathan, I think you're getting fat. I'm proud of you. All of you. Your father would have been 92 today. Ours is the richest banking house in Europe, and we're still being kicked.
It looks as though we haven't played our cards very well, doesn't it?
Perhaps we haven't.
I'm not criticizing.
I think we're open to criticism, Mama. And that's what has brought us all together here today.
Oh, is it? I thought you came here to see me. It seems it takes a war and a Jewish pogrom to get us all together nowadays.
Now, that's not fair, Mama. You know we
Well,
almost
don't let's waste time in compliments. What have you come for?
James.
Nathan, you run the English house, and so you have the sea between you and trouble. But we Karl and Solomon and Amschel and I are here in the furnace.
I know.
And with Napoleon on the map again, our position is intolerable.
Napoleon will be in Paris in a week, with the whole army rallying to his banner and deserting Louis. Napoleon's soldiers must be paid, and if he can't borrow money, he'll take it.
Has he suggested a loan?
Yes, he sent for me as head of the Paris house. I went to see him in Lyon, and he made a definite proposal. Now listen, Nathan, before you give an opinion. We've issued 450 million francs worth of bonds for a government which started packing at the first blast of a bugle. Napoleon guarantees the payment of these bonds down to the last centime, and on future loans he agrees to double the interest offered by his enemies. What have the Allies to offer us?
From the simple standpoint of business, we shouldn't hesitate a day longer. A refusal to support Napoleon means not only the probable loss of a murderous sum, but James's Paris business, my Naples business, will be wiped out like that. And Amschel's and Solomon's are in great danger. It's no longer a question with me. We should support Napoleon.
As far as I can see, the Allies seem to be under the thumb of a tyrant from Austria and a scoundrel from Prussia. Metternich and Ladrance.
Mama has said we are still being kicked, and she's right. For a quarter of a century we have stood with the Allies, and apart from what we've got out of it personally, houses, fine clothes, carriages, as Jews, we are just where we started, in the Jew street, waiting for the change to be put up. I agree with the others. We've got to transfer our support to Napoleon and start over again with him.
Well, son?
You're right, all of you. Every word you've said is true. But still, we must fight Napoleon.
Why?
Well, because we're the Rothschilds. For the time being, anyway, we're something more than 5 rich Jews looking for the main chance. We know, the world knows, that until Napoleon is gone forever, there can be no peace in Europe for Jew or Gentile. You can't deny it, any of you. We've got to take the risk. We've got to swallow our pride, to stomach our resentment. We've got to go against every normal, selfish impulse in us and do what is right for the world. We can go hand in hand with Napoleon and spread this war over years. We can pay for fire and blood till all Europe is a slaughterhouse. And the Jew would stand as a pawnbroker in lives. We can't do it. We must stand as we've always stood. Not for war, but for peace. And if we all go down, we'll go down with honor. We leave no shame anywhere.
My son, that is what your father would have said.
You're right. I agree.